Hello, good afternoon, Twitch. How's everybody doing out there? Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of pre-show trivia. That's a new feature I've been working on. We're going to work on a little bit more today. Hey, thanks for joining me again, Taylor and Code. Good to see you. That's Chad Green. And J.R. Lawthorne, what's up? Good to see you as well. Did either of you around for the trivia? I'm curious to see how many of those you got right. I don't think they're terribly difficult, but just kind of curious what the experience is like there. I think what I want to do is I want to. Oh, you missed that one. Okay, that's okay. Get here early next time. Oh, it was okay. It was cool. So you saw all of them. Then you missed one of them. All right, the Apple one. Yeah, that one was a little tricky. Trying to remember those years. That's a long way, a long time ago. So I think I want to maybe augment the trivia pre-show slide with just some like generic information, kind of like you have in a movie theater. You have advertisements and trivia questions and trailers and things like that. And maybe instead of just pure trivia, I could put in some informational slides in there too, like information about what this stream is going to be about, or URLs of interesting things to check out. But what I want to work on today is related to trivia. So it's probably going to be a relatively short episode today because I've actually got a lot. I'm actually extra busy today. Got a lot of stuff going on at Couchbase I need to get to, and I wish I could show it on the stream, but it's kind of not stream ready just yet. So, and it's not exactly public stuff either. But I'm working on it. I got a lot to do. So relatively short stream today. I thought I'd take a little bit of break this afternoon to work on this trivia question stuff. So we're going to get to that. It's just friends here. Yeah, right. Except these all go to YouTube. They all get recorded and go to YouTube. Happy to talk about it off the stream if you're really that curious, if it really piqued your interest. I will let's just say I will say it's related to Couchbase Cloud, which is the database as a service version of Couchbase, completely managed Couchbase offering that will be released very soon. So, putting in some work on that. Let's just leave it at that for now. Can't really stream that kind of stuff right now. Okay, but other than that, feel free to ask any question you want to. In fact, you can keep asking the question. Nothing wrong with that, but I just can't give you much more of an answer. But any other questions you have, this is a question-friendly channel, so ask away if you want to know what a widget is on the screen, or if I've it's a piece of source code you don't quite understand why I did it that way. Ask away, ask the questions. Happy to help. My sister actually is taking a coding course. She's going back to school or something. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but she sent me some text messages about coding. So it was super basic HTML, intro to HTML stuff. She's learning how to write HTML, how to upload via FTP, things like that. Really, really simple, straightforward stuff. But those kind of questions I absolutely welcome here as well. So feel free to ask. I'm a member of Team Live Coders, so I'll just open up a little browser window here and show you the Team Live Coders, livecoders.dev/members page. This is a list of all the members. I was in Kevin Griffin's channel earlier today, but you can get a list of all the members, the different topics we stream about. You can just do Control F here, or just browse, find someone good looking, and like Copper Beardy, for instance. This guy is very prolific. I see email notifications almost all the time about him streaming, so you might want to check out Copper Beardy. But lots of people here, interesting topics, or interesting looking people, or interesting names. Whatever strikes your fancy, go through here and check it out. We can also go and see the official team page here on Twitch. And this is a list of people who are on the team and who are currently streaming. So Lana Lux is streaming right now. She always has a big following. She does some game dev, some good stuff on there. InstaFluff's a great channel. Really good stuff on InstaFluff's channel. So you can see who's streaming right now. And we'll come back to here towards the end of the stream and see who we can raid. We'll do a little Twitch raid. I think I raided Taylor and Code last time, right? Was that correct? I think I did. And that was fun. Just getting started. That's Chad Green. So give him a little shouty out here. He's not quite a team member yet, but I'll still shout him out because doing some cool stuff, doing some graph database stuff. It's really interesting. Okay, so we won't raid him again, probably, but we'll find someone here to raid towards the end of the stream. All right, what else? Awesome developer streaming list. I'm just going to run through this really quickly, but it's a big text file of developers who are streaming on a variety of platforms, not just Twitch. And you can just do a Control F here, browse for a topic you're interested in, and you find someone to follow. All right, what else? bit.ly/GrovesTube. These are all the latest, all the Twitch episodes. Once they're recorded, they stay on Twitch for a period of time, but then I publish them over to YouTube for, say, they're indefinitely. I had actually a question come in on the YouTube comments, and I'm not going to have time to get to it today, but it was related to an older episode about podcast editing, where I basically spent a whole stream editing a podcast. I don't know if it was one of my normal weekday streams or not, but there was a question about Audacity-specific question. I was able to answer it there in the YouTube comments. In a future stream, I might just go and do that here in the actual video and just get that answer, maybe make it a highlight clip, that sort of thing. I don't really have time for that today, but thank you for asking that question over on YouTube. So again, hello, if you're watching on YouTube, ask your question here in the comments. I will try to answer in the comments the best I can, and I will try to get to it in a future episode the best I can. Pluralsight course. Okay, this is exciting stuff. Pluralsight. If you're not familiar with Pluralsight, it is a training, educational platform, I guess you'd call it, video-based training, video courses. And right now there's a sale going on, 33% off for personal and premium subscriptions. It ends in 12 hours. I would recommend you get there and take advantage of this. There's a link to it down under the video here. You scroll down on Twitch and you'll see the video down there at the bottom. But pluralsight.com, that's SIGHT.com. I want to call out specifically creating, what was it called? Creating and managing your first Couchbase cluster. And this is a course that I just finished up that has just been released very recently. And it's my very first Pluralsight course. I'm super excited to have it up there. If you want to learn about Couchbase, you want to get into it, this is a relatively quick intro course. I think it's just about an hour long total that'll get you up and running with Couchbase, Couchbase server, and teach you some of the basics of it. So definitely check that course out. Look, there's even a free 10-day trial. So if you want to get in on a trial, you don't even have to buy a subscription right now, although it's a great time to buy with 33% off. You can start a trial and check out this video. And there's lots of other great Couchbase videos here as well. So hopefully more to come from me. I don't know for sure about that yet, but if you're looking for Couchbase stuff, you can see there's a whole bunch of courses here on Couchbase by the great Kishan Iyer, and doing most of these courses. And then we've got Luca doing one on Couchbase Lite. And there's 17 total Couchbase courses. This one's a little old. It's not really about Couchbase specifically, but everything else has been released starting this year, 2020. Lots of great stuff there. Great resource to start learning about Couchbase and learning about querying and all that kind of stuff. So definitely want to check that out. Upcoming events this Saturday, I will be presenting at SQL Saturday Cincinnati. It's a virtual event, so Cincinnati is really just where the people are who organized it and who usually go to it, but it's virtual. I will be presenting at 10:30 Eastern U.S. time there. And if you missed that, that's okay, because later in the day I will be on Manning's stream. That's Manning Publications here on Twitch, so I'll give them a shout out as well. Manning Publications on Twitch. Go follow them. I will be on their stream at 4 p.m. Eastern time this Saturday. I think it's going to be the same topic, although the Manning one might be a little longer, and the SQL Saturday one is going to be then, therefore, fewer of the detailed slides. I had to cut it out to make time on that one. So that's basically what's going to happen. I'm going to be talking about what else? Couchbase and NoSQL. SQL for NoSQL. And there's going to be some Cosmos in there as well, because of the NoSQL databases, Couchbase has the most complete SQL implementation. Cosmos has a SQL implementation. It's a tiny one, but it's there. So I think those are both relevant. SQL for NoSQL. I'll mostly be talking about Couchbase, but there's some Cosmos in there. And some relational stuff, because SQL 2016 has some JSON in it. So we'll talk about that. NDC Oslo is coming up June 8th through 12. I think I will be presenting on June 11th, actually. will be my session, and that will be on ACID for NoSQL. Very cool topic that's kind of close to cutting edge, I guess you could say, is ACID transactions in NoSQL, multi-document transactions, which is one of the things that when people first look at NoSQL, they say, "Oh, there's no transactions." Well, I can't deal with that. Well, now we have them. So that session is going to talk about that. That's going to be really, really fun. Live Coders Conference coming up June 20th. I don't know if I'll be speaking or not yet. The CFP, I think, is closed, so I might be chosen. I might not be. Still going to be a great conference. Still going to be a great time. Definitely want to sign up. Check that out. It's going to be just as huge as it was last time, if not huger. So you want to go check that out. conf.livecoders.dev. It's going to be great. June 20th, 2020. Alrighty, let's get on to some coding. Bringing up Visual Studio here. So let me kind of show you what I've got so far. I did a little bit of work, I think, after the stream on Tuesday. I don't remember if I did a little bit or a lot, but let's bring it up here. So here's the local version of my bot. I've got trivia, and I've got the submit page. I think you remember seeing this. I was doing some CSS. Hey, AJ 2017, what's going on? Great to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, you missed the pre-show trivia, though, so get here early next time. You'll see the pre-show trivia. But this is actually, what I want to do is I want to open up the trivia for other people to submit trivia questions. So it's not just me putting in questions all the time, but others can contribute to make a really cool bank of trivia questions that will be picked, sort of picked randomly at the beginning of each show. So this is working right now. However, it is behind my bearer token authentication, so only I can get to this right now because I'm the only one with the bearer token. So what I want to do is, I want to show you first, there's kind of a back end to this. This will remain behind the bearer token, but you can see here there's a list of all the questions that have been submitted. So let's go ahead and submit another question here. Let's see, who does the sickest backflips? And of course the answer, is Lego Batman. We could just say Bruce Wayne. We could say, well, maybe that's misleading. We could say Clark Kent, the Joker. Just do Batman. And Harley Quinn. All right. And the correct answer, of course, is Batman does the sickest backflips. So I'll submit that question. Thank you for submitting a trivia question. Submit another one. You can keep going. Back here in my back end, that question now shows up. It is not yet approved. So what I can do is I can go to details. I can review it, make changes if I need to. If there's a typo or something inappropriate, I can go ahead and approve that. And there we go. Now it is approved. Why didn't that work? It did not approve it. Oh, I said, okay. Different question. It's not approved yet. Yeah, okay. This one's approved. There we go. Okay. Now they're all approved. Fantastic. Okay. So what I want to do then is if we go over here to the Trivia Controller, this is my ASP.NET Core project. You can see I've got this where is it? These two actions right here. So this is the page that shows you the form, and then this is the action that you post to. You post that form to. It will go ahead and validate the question to make sure you've entered all the required information, and then send it off to a mediator to be written into Couchbase, and then show a thank you message, and then redirect you back to the original action here, which is async. Doesn't do anything async. It's just returning a form, but whatever. So this is all behind bearer token, which means if you don't know the bearer token, you can't get here. And so this is stuff that I want just for my use. And I use bearer token because it kind of helps make the Streamlabs OBS integration a little easier. That's fine. But if I want to submit, I want to make this available to you, person who is watching. I'm noticing my background is a little bit fuzzy. That's a little better. Is this using Blazor? No, I'm not using Blazor. This is all ASP.NET Core backend. Plain old back-end website, plain old ASP.NET MVC. Blazor is something I might consider going to in the future. I don't have much going on the front end right now. Just a little bit of JavaScript, which I potentially replace with Blazor, and some SignalR, which, again, could work with Blazor. But no, not using that yet. That could be something I explore in the future, absolutely. Blazor has actually just got a release candidate for the first time, I believe, so is going to be a supported thing soon. So yeah, something we could dive into at some point. Mostly though, I'm not much of a front-end developer. I mostly focus on back-end stuff. So Blazor kind of is more of the front-end type of stuff. I'm more of the back-end type of stuff. But we could explore some Blazor in a future stream. It's something I'm certainly interested in. However, if you're interested in Blazor, I can recommend another stream for you. I think this will be spelled correctly. Ed Charbonneau's channel. It's showing up twice because I've got two bots running right now. But check out Ed Charbonneau's channel. He does a lot of stuff with Blazor. So if you're interested in Blazor, definitely want to give him a follow. Check him out for sure. Okay. So what I have here, you see these to-dos that I want to use OAuth. So I want to make these pages public, but I want to require someone to sign in to actually use them. So what I can do, and I've done this with other projects, so I'm going to bring up another screen here just as kind of a cheat sheet, because I don't want to store any sort of credentials. I don't want to make you have to create an account or anything like that. So what I want to do is I want to add a package called, what is it called? It's authentic. It's ASP.NET Core OAuth contrib or something like that. Not in the core project. In the web project. So ASP.NET Core OAuth. No, not auth. OAuth. Shoot. We're going to have to go ahead and look it up. GitHub ASP.NET Core OAuth. I think it's called contrib. Something like that. Here it is. ASP.NET Security OAuth Providers. Yes, this is it. Okay, and there are... The one I want to look for, because this is a Twitch bot, would make sense, would be Twitch, right? So this is right here. So I want to add in this one right here, this package. Oh, gosh. That's the name of it right there. ASP.NET Security... ASP.NET? I thought it was ASP.NET Core. That's what I wanted. This is the wrong one. Oh, no, that's right. That's right. The Twitch one, though, is not super... yeah, it's only 15,000 downloads because it's just for Twitch. But this is what I want. Yes, this is what I want. So I'm going to lay the stable version of that. That's going to install the OAuth packages that I need as well. Apache 2.0, yep, that's fine. And I've done this before. I've done this with GitHub and LinkedIn. I've used those two. I've not used Twitch before. I've tried with Google. It's a lot of work to get like certified with Google to do that thing. So I haven't quite done that yet. But let's go and look at this. So let's see how to do this. This is relatively simple to do. So I'm going to say, right here, let's just go with this top here, services dot add authentication and options. Yeah, options dot default scheme equals cookie authentication. Cookie authentication defaults dot authentication scheme. Okay. Okay, I think that's fine. And then I want to basically say, wait, no. Do I want to do that? Add cookie. So sign in, sign out page. Yeah, so I don't necessarily want this to be, okay, options.login. This has to be a lambda there. I want options.login path. That's going to just equal to, let me think about this. Yeah, I'm gonna need like a sign-in page for this, and we're going to need to create a sign-in and sign-out page. Those don't have to be super complicated, but a sign-in and sign-out is probably fine. Okay, and then I'm going to add Twitch, and so with Twitch, this is new territory for me here. So what do I do here for Twitch? Options dot what? So I've got, let me just look at the documentation here. Let's see, project site. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay, so Twitch. The documentation takes me to Twitch's website, which might be helpful, but is there any samples? I don't really show you what to do with Twitch. So we've got Apple, GitHub, Twitter, Google, etc. So generally speaking, it's like a client ID, like some sort of key and some sort of secret to match that. And I've got those already from Twitch. Yeah, so client ID and client secret. This isn't really okay. So I could maybe just guess and see what happens. So we've got client ID, and I get that already from like not OAuth key. Where do I want to get that from? So I've got API client ID and API client secret. So I think what I want there. So, let's see. So it's API client ID. Okay, and then there's options. Is there a secret? Client secret. And it's called API client secret. So I already have those values. What I'm showing you here is just the template that I actually put in GitHub. So if you want to do this yourself, this is where you would create your own version of this file and put this information in there. Or like I've done for production, I've actually got some Azure website settings that override this. It's really up to you how you want to do that. But I think that might be all I need is those two things. We could probably look for, maybe someone's done this already. ASP.NET Core, add Twitch, and then it's OAuth. Let's see if there's any examples of that out there on Google somewhere. See a lot of Twitter. I want the add Twitch to be definitely included. Yeah, well, okay, it's worth a shot. Give this a try. I don't know if we need more information or not. So just as an example over here, I could add scope as well. That's another thing I could do. Options.scope. I don't really need that. I just need sign in. I don't really want to collect anything about that, about the person signing in. Although I might want their username, but that's typically not part of scope. So that might be enough. Let's see if that works. There's an API client. That's the thing. That's kind of different. This is a Twitch API. I'm just wondering if that's the same thing or not. I've got this OAuth key as well. You'd think that would make sense, but I don't know. Let's try this and see what happens. So I need a sign-in page. It's going to be a controller, right? Let me make this home controller. Why not? Public async and task. It doesn't need to be async, but I'll just make it that way. Sign in. This is going to be...
Bing bada boom.
Hey, thank you for the follow Hellkite36. Thank you for joining. What's the problem here? Routes. Oh, parentheses, not square brackets. I was distracted there. These are just going to be pretty much static page. Nothing terribly interesting there. And the sign out, which... I don't know, that's just going to be another, just leave that probably unimplemented for now. implement an exception. Okay, and so then I need to create an actual sign-in page, which doesn't need to be anything fancy. Let me take a look at my little cheat sheet here. So I have a separate authentication controller. That probably makes sense. Yeah, I probably should have. Okay, why don't I just copy this over? In fact, why would I have to retype all this when I can just copy it over from my other project? So I'll create a class called Authentication Controller. I know this works, so why not just do the same thing? Okay, got some things I need to add there. Yeah, I don't really need to do that just yet. Is provider supported async? That's just some sort of extension method that I had. Do I need that? Let me see. Extensions. That is a context extension. It looks like maybe I do. So let's put that in extensions folder as well. Class HTTP context extensions. This is all stuff that I did when I first started to implement this. I just follow the documentation. So this is all just nothing special about this. It's all boilerplate as far as I know. But this is the extension method we're talking about here. I'm going to add that in. So I think this is all good. Okay, so I just need to create a sign-in page. Now I want to look and see, what does that page actually look like? Do this whole return URL thing, so that's kind of important. Okay, so I'll create a sign-in page under views. I'll create an authentication folder, authentication to match with authentication controller. All right, I'm just going to copy this file in here, and so copy wholesale. Now I'm not going to loop through anything. What I did there was I made it sort of dynamic to allow me to just add another provider, and it'll just automatically add it. I've got this authentication scheme, which is an array of authentication scheme. Is that something I created? Anyway, I think this should just be Twitch. And this is Twitch. This is using Font Awesome to create a little icon. Not a big deal there if that doesn't work for now. But this is a form, and it's going to post to the sign-in method. Okay, that's all this is doing, is posting to the sign-in method. The sign-in method is then going to grab the return URL, which would be in the view bag. I don't know if I need that yet. Don't need this either. Jumbotron. So this is Bootstrap stuff. That's just we can restyle that later. I just want to kind of get it working before I worry about how it looks. Return URL stuff, that should work. All right. So the next thing I want to do is another one of these. Okay, is to mark the actions that I want to actually be behind authentication. So that's going to be like in this controller. I think it's just an attribute called authorize. I think that's all I need. which is going to be separate from bearer token, right? Which is weird, right? To have two different methods to authorize user. Well, it's not that weird. But we're going to replace bearer token on, no, not there, here. Okay, so whenever, I'm going to give you a URL, and whenever you go to that URL, open up in your browser, it's going to redirect you and say, hey, I need you to sign in first, if you haven't already. Sign in first with your Twitch account. Once you're signed in, then you can get past this authorize sort of gateway and get into actually submitting trivia. So let's give it a shot and see what happens. I suspect it's not going to work, because I always suspect that with these type of integrations, but we'll see. Okay, so trivia and then submit. I'm going to go ahead and delete all my cookies here first, because it might have bearer token in there. Okay. Middleware was not found that supports authorization. Okay, I think I've maybe missed a step in the startup. So it contains authorization metadata, but middleware was not found that supports authorization. I have to say app use authorization inside of config, which makes sense, or inside of startup. So I haven't done that here. And what's strange to me is it says use authorization, but should be between use routing and use endpoints. What I'm confused about is in my other application, it says authentication. Use authentication. What is the difference? Well, I know the difference, but why are there two methods here? Why does the error message say to use one? Okay, anyway, let's go with that. See what happens. All right, that makes sense. Trivia. So that's not letting me in because I don't have the bearer token in, that's what I want to happen. It's going to the sign out page. Why is that? I don't want to go to the sign out page. Did I do something wrong here? Oh. I should be log out path. Gosh. Yep, I had login and log out at the same path, so. Or no, I just had two login sets, so the first one overrode the other one. All right, trivia, submit. Okay, the view sign-in was not found. The following locations were searched. Oh, I didn't change the name. It's still indexed, right? This needs to be signin.cshtml. Try it again. So nothing ever works right the first time. That's pretty much programming, I guess. Nothing ever works right the first time. If it does work right the first time, it should be delightful, but sometimes for me it's suspicious. Like, why did that work so easily? All right, so this is my ugly looking sign-in page. Let's connect using Twitch, see what happens. You're about to leave Twitch, switching to control of security of localhost. Okay, interesting. And it's giving me redirect back to, the wrong port number. Right, it should be 5001. Trivia, I'm just wondering if this actually worked. Okay, so here's the thing, like with GitHub and LinkedIn, I had to go to those sites and actually define the URL that would be valid to return to. And I don't think I ever did that with Twitch. So I want to bring up Twitch here on the other screen. Just look at my console. Okay, and I think I can show this to you safely. So I did this already. You can see here I've got chatbot. It's at localhost is the URL. OAuth is very finicky with that redirect URI. Absolutely, that is an important thing. So what I did was I just called it localhost in the past. So that is why it's going to the wrong place, right? So what I need to do is need to edit this. And definitely don't want to show you this, but I'm going to change it to 5001. In fact, HTTPS 5001. I'm going to save that. I can add other redirect URLs, which is nice. It's always nice when that is the case, because the one in production is Matt's TwitchBot. So I'm going to add that one in there as well. I'm going to save that. So both those URLs will work, which is great, because then it'll work locally when I'm testing it, and it'll work in production when I finally deploy it. So fantastic. Let's try it again. Trivia submit. Okay, connect using Twitch. Okay, I'm already logged in with Twitch. Continue, and okay, now I've got a 401 error. It's not working. So the redirect URI does not match registered URI. That may be what you're talking about, J.R. Lawthorne. What is my redirect URI? This return URL is what I assume is going on there. So if I went to, let's just do this. Trivia, submit, and if I just view the source here, it's /trivia/submit. Should that be the fully qualified URL? Usually the redirect URI is the one for your OAuth implementation on your side. So what you're telling me is it shouldn't just be. So here, let's take a screenshot, because I don't want to show you the whole screen here. But I've got this right here. This is what it looks like on my Twitch console. So are you saying that the OAuth redirect URL should be like localhost 5000 / signin-twitch, something like that? The actual URL that OAuth's going to use to complete the handshake. Because that has been the case before as well when I've worked with like GitHub, for instance. GitHub OAuth and LinkedIn OAuth. I think either one or both of those actually requires you to define that separately. So I've got like a callback URL. That's what we're talking about here. So instead of like that, it should be /signin - whatever. Let's see. I take that back. It's just where you want the other server to redirect the user. It should be a full URL though. HTTP some path. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, was basically with GitHub, I had to give it this link, right? HTTP whatever localhost. I had to define this. But what you're saying is this should be the full URL, which has not been the case with other OAuth providers I've used. But Twitch, they're all different, right? They all have their little quirks. So something like this, trivia submit, something like that, maybe. Again, I'm just hard coding it to see if that will get it to work. Give it a shot. See what happens. All right, so here it is. Trivia, submit, sign in using Twitch. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I got the error message again. So it's trying to get me back to the home page. And the error description is redirect URI does not match registered URI. But that is correct, 5001, right? Did I not hit the save button or something? No, it's there. That's correct. Doesn't need to have a trailing slash. Some craziness like that. Let me just... Let me check one more thing. Because it's possible these tokens aren't matching up either. But no, that's the same token. Okay. All right. Yep, and what you supply in the OAuth request has to match what they have. So this part, though, is what I've given them. Just this domain, basically, and port number. This is not what I've given them. Do I have to... You're saying I have to register that one as well? Yeah, I don't know. Let's... So I added a trailing slash. Let's see. Are you using... Oh, you're saying remove trivia/submit. But the thing is, when I want the person to come back to the site, I want them to actually go back to the page that that they're trying to get into. That's what this return URL is for. Because this just gets pasted. So this gets posted to right here, right? The sign-in form. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, it's posted here. Here's the return URL. Here's the redirect URI. You need to register that full URL on the other side then. Okay. All right, well, let's just try it with this and just see if that works. Using Twitch. Continue. Okay, same error message. Unless Donna has some other way to redirect when they come back. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing here. Is I'm basically passing this return URL, right, to my challenge, so that when it comes back, it's going to use that as to redirect, right? Provider. So here I'll just debug through this and you'll kind of see what I mean. Trivia, submit. There we go. Connect using Twitch. So here's where it hits the breakpoint, right? If you do it through Auth, you need every possible value of that return URL to register to the other side. So, but the thing is, I'm not talking about the return URL is different than the callback URL. The callback URL is I don't know. So there's the provider. There's Twitch, right? It's supported. So yes, okay. Here's the challenge. So here's the return URL right here, 5001. That's going to do the challenge, okay. And then Twitch says, all right, I don't have any control over that. You're going to leave Twitch. Just warning you, which is this is different than like GitHub or LinkedIn, but continue that. And now then I get redirected back to the home page, which is annoying, but I could deal with that if it worked. The problem is that I'm getting, you can see in the URL here, maybe you can't see in the URL, redirect mismatch. Parameter redirect URI does not match registered URI. But it should match. They do match. So I'm confused. I did have this trailing slash. Let's see if that's what's going on. So return URL match what you have registered. Oh, it wasn't matching exactly. There's that trailing slash there. So we'll see if that has anything to do with it. Okay, that's not fixing the problem either. So let me so here's what I have for my return. These are the redirect URLs, right? This is exactly what I have. And you can see up here, Well, no, it's not exactly what I had because I added that slash at the end. Yeah, here, I'll update this screenshot. There it is. That is what I've configured at Twitch. Will receive the result of all client authorizations, either an access token or a failure message. This must exactly match the author. So here's what does that web form go straight to Twitch? Does this web form here? No, it goes right to my controller, which then turns around and returns a challenge, which I assume then would be redirected to Twitch. Here's what I think might be going on, and I'm going to add this part, not GitHub, Twitch. I suspect this is the case, that it's actually expecting this. It's expecting the actual sign-in URL. This is like a callback URL. You debug that request before you send to Twitch. Well, okay. I'm not sure how to do that, but I suspect this might do it. So if I had sign in Twitch, that's the URL that ASP.NET's listening to for like the handshake. So why don't I try that? And then I'm going to make this back to trivia submit. Okay, so here we go. Trivia submit. Content using Twitch. Hey, look at that. Already different. I think I got it. Okay, authorize. Yep. Okay. No web page was found for the web address. Sign in Twitch. Okay, so something different happening, but this isn't quite right. Okay. Okay. What was it? What was this for? View bag something? Yeah, view bag return URL. Okay. Okay. Well, that is confusing. Okay, /trivia /submit. Okay, connect using Twitch. Oh, no, okay, I broke it. Bang, do you have logging configured? No logging configured. Oh, crying out loud. Something like that. I was almost on the right track there. But oh, maybe okay. But so I'm not logged in though. Yeah, I'm still not logged in. You delete some cookies. Maybe there's no cookies here. Should have created some cookies. First time I did that. Well, what the heck? Maybe my Twitch cookie is there. Oh, crikey. I thought I had it. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Twitch and delete my Twitch cookie here. Hopefully that doesn't break my stream or anything. All right, now we're going to go to /trivia/submit. Connect using Twitch. Okay. You're all getting mangled in the submit. I don't think so. And so again, I'm copying and pasting code that I know works from another application. I didn't use Twitch. I used GitHub and LinkedIn. So okay, I'll bring in my log in. Oh, I gotta go through two-factor. So look at my text message here. I can't show you this, but it's fantastic. It's such a great number. Oh, so many digits. Okay, and then I get this message. The web page was found for the web address. So why is it going to sign in Twitch? And it still doesn't consider me logged in after that. So definitely missing something here. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure out. See, there's the return URL. /trivia/submit. It's just something that I'm passing along. Connect using Twitch. Okay, so Twitch is already considered me logged in. It's redirecting me back to the wrong place, though. So what I think is there's probably some other setting here in Startup that I'm just not setting correctly. And I just don't know what it is. So let me see if I can do some quick research into where is it? Right here. So what I want to look at is there's all these providers here, and they all have little different, twists on them. Can we look at Twitch? Maybe there's an example here. It doesn't look like it. Right. Boy. Oh, maybe that's what it is. I have to use both of them. Maybe that's it. That's different. Use authentication, use authorization. Maybe I have to turn on both of those things. Let's try it again. Da 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 da. Okay. I forgot about this. Because the weird thing is, I'm looking at my other project where I've done this before, and it was just authorization. So that is strange to me. Maybe not. Maybe it's not strange. I've got this policy thing. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, that's it. I was just not following the documentation to the letter there. So there you go. Now it works. Now I'm logged in and I can submit trivia questions. And so what I can do now, which is fantastic, because I don't have to add any other tokens or anything like that to my startup. All I did was I just added, where was it? I had this section right here, add authentication, adding Twitch, and then I added use authentication, use authorization, and then for this trivia controller, I just have to add the authorize tag to them. Now, if I want to get more specific, I could give, I could say, oh, this is only certain roles or whatever. go here, but I don't need to get that granular right now. So that means what I can do, as soon as I deploy this, I can then open up a submission for trivia questions to the general public. They have to log in with Twitch, of course. And probably what I should do is collect their Twitch login name, right? Would that make sense? Somewhere around here. Get login name, so I can give them credit. And also know, like, if someone who submitted this question, I can call them out and say thank you, or just sort of track, like, who is submitting the most questions, things like that. Yeah, I could put in the question like, oh, submitted by J.R. Lawthorne, something like that, just to give them credit in the show. So that's very cool. So if you get the login name, I don't need to get any specific claim for that. I think you always get a login name or a username or something from Twitch. I obviously don't want to put their email address on there, but their Twitch name would probably be fine. So I'm going to do that at some other point. But like I said, it's got to be a short stream today. I got other stuff to do. Thank you, J.R. Lawthorne, for your help. I very much appreciate it. Got through it, and it'll be hopefully ready to go next Tuesday at the very latest. Didn't help much. You absolutely helped. If nothing else, consider yourself a rubber duck, right? But absolutely you helped. Okay, well, this is the wrong page. Twitch team / there we go. Who shall we raid? Do you have any ideas of who you'd like to raid? So many choices here. So many choices. A lot of people I have not raided before. Copper Beardy, what's he working on? Chill Chat and Marbles. Hashtag Small Streamer. Instafluff. I think I've raided Instafluff relatively recently. Jessica Mack. Lana Lux. Raimu. Migrating JSON to real database. What is that supposed to mean? How dare you, Raimu? Copper Beardy. Tutor Exilius. Tutor Exilius does some cool stuff, but I don't think speaks English, so don't necessarily want to go there. Rambling Geek.
It is plugged in.
That looks like some cool stuff. Let's raid Rambling Geek.
Yeah, thank you for
Rambling.
I was just sitting here and it dawned on.
Rambling Geek it is. So if you are joining us over there, which I would ask you kindly to do so, copy and paste one of these messages, and we'll go over there and say hi to Rambling Geek. And that's it. So I don't think I'll be back on Tuesday. I think I've got a conflicting appointment on Tuesday, so I won't be streaming then. But I normally stream Tuesdays, 10 a.m. Eastern, and I've kind of bumped back my Thursday one to 2 p.m. Eastern, just because it was starting to cut into like lunchtime and meetings and stuff. So 2 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. Until then, I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you over in Rambling Geek. All right, bye now.